Hi, I'm Master Aaron Lawrence. I'm the owner and chief instructor at Quest Martial Arts, and I want to welcome you to our school. Today, we're going to be going over some tips and tricks just as a new student of our school of what you guys should know. And if you're already a current member of our school, we're going to remind you of some things that you and your children should hopefully be doing here at our school. We actually have a new student joining our school today, so we're going to be checking up on him throughout this class to hopefully make sure that he's successful in our program as well. And I think he's coming in right now, actually. Open the other door. How's it going, sir?
Hey, Aaron, right? What's up?
Hey, how are you? EMON, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm really glad that you're here today. By the way, just so you know, for the titles for our school, any black belt here, we usually address the titles of Mr., Ms., or Mrs. And then 4th degrees or higher, we usually go by the title of Master, just as a formality.
Got it.
Awesome. And then, by the way, where's your shoes?
Oh, I left my car because we're supposed to be barefoot.
Oh, we are going to be barefoot. I would, however, recommend wearing your shoes as you walk into school here. Just we don't want anything out there coming inside here on our mat, and just it's a little bit safe when you're walking out barefoot.
All right, I'm glad I know that.
So the first thing we're going to do when we walk into school here is we're actually going to turn and face the flags and bow. So when we have to just turn and face this direction, go ahead and bow.
Croatoan.
Okay, awesome. Now, a lot of people see bows like that, like on TV and things like that.
Yeah,
We're
I saw
gonna
it in the movie.
Great. We're going to keep it simple. Hands like this to our sides. And you're going to bow. Awesome. Just like that. High five, bud. All right. So the first thing we're going to do also before we get started for class is we're going to put all of our gear away. So if you actually want to take your bag, you can put it in one of these little cubby bins right here, actually.
Okay.
Awesome. Very good.
And I left my headgear here when I was first here. It's one of these, right?
Oh, okay. Did you happen to label your headgear?
I did not.
Okay. It's very important to label all of your gear because things obviously look alike. So I'll go ahead and take a look during or after class probably just to make sure if this is one of yours, we'll take care of that. But make sure the next time you label all your gear or whatever extra gear you have. Awesome. So now that we're ready to start class, we're going to actually throw this jacket on. So if you want to just throw it on just like a robe or like a jacket, so go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how to tie this thing real quick. So a couple things really quick to take note on. Which side on top? So there's a little picture right here. So this will be the side that will go on top. So it's the left over the right. So what you'll want to do first, though, is you'll actually want to cross this one inside first. And there's actually 2 strings here. So you would tie this like you tie a shoe. And then after you tie this one would then go over and you tie this like you tie a shoe, okay? So that would be how you do the uniform. And then really quick on the belt, obviously it takes practice. I recommend going to our YouTube link. It's posted below, and you guys can actually watch one of us show you guys and demonstrate how to tie the belt to get more proficient at that as well. I also recommend, just for better performance, you roll up your pants bottoms. That way you don't trip. And then also, if you guys want, you can roll up your jacket sleeves. It's not mandatory, but we find that it's a little bit easier. Now we're going to grab our attendance card before we hop on the mat and start class. So what you're going to do is, oh, no, that's not your card. Your name is not Caesar Salad. That's definitely not yours. So that's okay. So there, as you can tell, there's different boxes with different groups on them, right? So we have a dragons, we have a ninjas, we have a basic, beginner, intermediate. So you're going to be beginner or basic rather, since you are a beginner student. So you're going to find the letter of your last name. So that would be a R. So we would pull this card out right here. And then you're going to hold on to this card before you start class. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually come on the mat. We're going to bow on the mat before we start our class. Now, what we'll want to do is we'll want to actually go on the floor about maybe 5 minutes before the class starts. Even if the instructor is teaching, it's okay. You can walk on the mat and get ready to sit situated. So we're going to come on the edge of the mat over here. The bow we did earlier, the same thing. We're going to have our feet together. Our hands are going to be to our sides. And when we bow, we're going to say our lesson of the month. Every month we have a character development word. So this month it happens to be the word fitness. So we're going to bow and say fitness. Go ahead.
Fitness!
Very nice. And we're going to now walk on the mat. Now we're going to have a seat in what we call our prep room. So go ahead and just have a seat right here. So before we start class, you're going to be wanting to sit down. For our adults, sometimes they stretch out a little bit. But for the most part, you're going to be having a seat waiting for the instructor to collect your card and line you up for class. So this is a good position for you guys to be in. That way, you are focused and ready to have an awesome class.
Right in.
so from our prep zone now, we're gonna actually start our class. So let me actually have everyone stand up, say yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right, so when we line up in our class, we are gonna line up on seams that we have on the mat. We typically go 5 students in a row, and then typically after we have 5 students in a row, we'll start the next row. So we'll just demonstrate this, get going. Let me have Miss Baptiste over here say fitness sir.
Fitness, sir.
So we say the lesson of the month as we line up. Mr. Spencer over here.
Fitness, sir.
And we have EMON over here.
Fitness, sir.
Gosh, I'm gonna collect your cards. When I collect your cards, you're gonna go into our chumbi position, ready position, so that we can officially start our class. So let's go ahead and do 5 more of those awesome jumping jacks. Ready and go. Very good. Are you chewing gum?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to stay minty fresh.
Good idea. Probably want to do that before class though. We don't have gum in the mat because it's a kind of a safety concern. Cool?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna work some basic self-defense techniques. Is that a bracelet I see?
Yes, this is my lucky pink bracelet.
Oh, it's beautiful. We don't wear actually any jewelry on the mat, so that would include bracelets, necklaces, earrings. It wouldn't seem like it, but it's actually quite dangerous training with that equipment on. Not only that, we don't want to ruin anyone's obviously expensive jewelry, of course, even though it's very nice. All right, you're doing a great job, Iman. Let's go ahead and do one more repetition of that beginner hand combo. Ready?
Yes, sir.
And go! Nice. High five. That's pretty good actually for a white belt.
Oh, thank you.
Very, very good.
All right.
Awesome job. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going, bud?
Oh, I just have to use the bathroom.
Not a problem. If you ever need to use the restroom in class, just make sure that you raise your hand and ask permission. Just again, it's a safety hazard when people are coming in and out. And then same thing when you walk back in the, or want to go back on the mat, you'll want to wait at the edge of the mat, ask permission also to join class.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's work that jab cross combination a few more times. Ready
Yes,
and
sir.
go. Very nice. Looking
Yeah,
sharp,
go,
looking
Iman.
sharp.
There you
Good.
go.
Good.
Yeah,
Keep
nice,
going.
Iman. Good. Make sure your hands are tight. Good. And
Stay-
turn that
stay
foot over.
focused over
Good.
here,
Turn
not
the
over
wrist
there.
over.
Very good.
Oh, good. And then
Awesome.
turn that foot over. Yep. Make sure you turn the wrist over.
Really
Keep
quick,
the
if you
hands.
wouldn't mind if you can stop coaching from the sidelines. It's a little, as you can tell, a little hard for the students to focus. Not only that, it's a little disrespectful to the instructors and staff, so thank you. Hey, Mr. Gunther, how's it going, sir?
Good.
Okay, I think you dropped a piece, by the way, just so you know.
Oh.
Or maybe a few. Just so you know, food is totally cool in our school here. We just ask parents and maybe clean up just their food or even their child's food if mess obviously happens. Cool?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, thanks, man.
Hey, Dad. Dad, look. I'm winning. Dad, why aren't you paying attention to me? I'm winning the game.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Hey, we gotta get her on the mat someday.
Yeah?
Someday, yes.
Okay.
I'm not watching.
I understand that. Hey, just really quick, if she gets a little disruptive, if you wouldn't mind, maybe just take her outside. It gets a little distracting for some of the students sometimes when they're
Okay.
doing the class. Awesome, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, high five, good job. We always recommend staying hydrated before, during, and after classes, so we allow our students plenty of water breaks. However, it can get kind of annoying sometimes if you're waiting in line for a very long time. So that's why we recommend actually bringing a water bottle with you to class, so that way you don't have to wait in line.
Wait.
So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much everything you need to know for your first class. And as always, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to one of our helpful staff members and they'll be happy to help you guys. And we hope you enjoy your journey here at our school.